my dudes, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kai, and in this video I'm going to be starting episode 5 of reading through my physical TBR. I can't tell if I love this lighting or if I hate it, but I ran out of daylight, and so I'm literally shining a bright light on me. Is it the best option? Probably not, but it's what we're going to work with. It's what we can make do with, okay? Don't pay attention to the chair over there, okay? She's just the throwaway chair at this point for pillows and blankets. And then we have the Powerpuff blanket that's currently hiding my laundry so you guys don't see what I have to fold. Yeah, I can't tell if I love this lighting or if I hate it. So if it's absolutely terrible, ignore it. Ignore it. Just focus on my voice, okay? Is that better? That's a little bit better, but then I feel like I'm like cut off a little bit from the light. Like it's kind of dark over here and light over here. Oh lord. Is that better? That's better. I feel like that's better. Whatever. So if you came from my last video, I ended it by saying I was going to start this vlog reading these 2 books. Yeah. From Below is a horror, and I'm already 19% of the way into it. And then my wheel in the last video picked The Raven Scholar, which is an epic fantasy, and I am really excited, really nervous. So without further ado, let's hop in. Let's go. Hey guys, I'm back with a reading update. Excuse the unmade bed. Okay, I'm getting to that. Okay, I just wanted to film this reading update for you guys first. Say hello. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to stab you in the face. Say hello to Milo. He's just chilling. It is currently March 10th, and I have some very interesting reading updates for you guys. Okay, so I got about 50% of the way through From Below. Probably like 40% of that was through my Kindle, and then I had a lot of work to do yesterday, and I was very ill, so I was trying to listen to it while I worked, and I hated it. So I listened to about 8% more of it, and I decided to DNF it. I was so bored. I hated the audiobook narrator. Okay, hate is a very strong word. Let me say I didn't like listening to the audiobook, and it was just, I don't think she did a terrible job. I think she did a good job. Let me just tell you the pet peeve of mine that she did, and my husband has inspired this in me. Instead of saying forward, she said forward. And it was like 10 times in like a minute, and it took me right out. Like, I was so grumpy yesterday that my my patience yesterday was like very thin. So I DNF'd it. Which really bums me out because I've read Where He Can't Find Me by Darcey Coates. I've also read, I think, Voices in the Snow, and then The Dead of Winter are the other 2 of hers that I've read, and I liked those. So I was kind of bummed, but it just is not for me. There was no reason for that book to be so long. I even looked up spoilers and stuff, and it just apparently, like, even when it gets to the twist, it's very repetitive, and yeah, the reviews that I read did not inspire me to want to continue on. So I decided to DNF it. Would you stop making biscuits on me with your sharp claws? Like, you're gonna hurt me. Your dad needs to trim your claws. Good night. But in better other news, I started The Raven Scholar, and I am about 37 pages in, but I'm enjoying it so far. I think that the writing is very interesting, and I'm really excited to see where the story goes and what happens. So stop making biscuits on me. You're hurting me. So I'm going to clean up a little bit around the house. Stop making biscuits on me. You're hurting me. You are hurting me. You can cuddle with me. Don't claw and make biscuits on me. Sorry, I had to reprimand my other kid. reprimand. Sure. Okay, so I have some housework that I need to do, some laundry to fold, a bed to make. I just have a lot of things around the house that I need to do. So I was able to get the audio on Spotify. So I'm going to put my headphones in. I'm going to tune out while my daughter sleeps for her nap. And I'm going to get some listening done for this book. Please pray that this audiobook is good and I like it, because if I don't, I might cry. I might just cry. So I'll be back with another reading update, maybe tonight, depending on how far I get. Maybe. We'll see. But I also got this book on my Kindle too, because like I said, I've been really digging my Kindle, and being sick yesterday, all I wanted to do was just lay in bed and read. So, but I did try to before I took a nap, I tried to read a page of this book, and the first page was so beautiful, but I literally couldn't focus on it. So I was like, yeah, I think this is my sign. I need to take a nap and not even try to read. So, because I really wanted to enjoy it, because it's high fantasy, and I feel like with high fantasy, you really have to pay attention. So, I downloaded it on my Kindle. I was, I read just on my Kindle vibing last night, so comfy in bed. It was literally what I needed last night after feeling like poo-poo and having to work so much yesterday. So, yeah, so stay tuned. I will hopefully be back with another update on that soon. I'm going to put my headphones on, listen to this audiobook, and I will be back with an update. So, hey, I owe you guys an update because it's literally been, I don't even know how long since I gave an update. It is March 13th, and I'm pretty sure the last time I gave you guys a talking update was at the beginning of this video. So it's been a minute. It has been a very long minute, and we all know how I get, okay? sometimes I just don't want to film. Or sometimes I just don't have anything to say. I don't really have any thoughts yet, but I've been meaning to update you guys for days. For literal days now. I just haven't really had the opportunity because, again, as I always say, busy with work, busy with kid, have not really had the time to be able to step away and give you guys an update on where I'm at with my reading. But my kid is down for a nap and my husband's on his way home from work, so I had a spare moment. And I'm also taking a quick breather from work before I deep work for the last hour of the workday. So, before I do that, let's talk about my current read, which is The Raven Scholar. And guys, when the TBR wheel picked this for me, I was insanely nervous because this is a high fantasy book and I have very little experience in high fantasy, so I was very nervous of going into this and afraid I wouldn't like it, but I was optimistic and I'm so glad I jumped into it because let me tell you guys, it is looking so good as far as ratings go. I'm about halfway done and I am just literally eating this book up because this is like nothing I've ever heard of before, and maybe that's just my inexperience with high fantasy, but I am just very invested in the story, and the storytelling is, I don't even know how to put it into words. The writing is spectacular. I am just having the best time right now. I don't even know what else to say. That's also kind of why I've been having a hard time giving you guys an update and coming on here and saying anything because I don't have a whole lot to say, just that I'm having the best time. The literal best time. I will say it's not as magic heavy as I thought it would be. There's 8 guardians that the people in the book worship, so people are split into religious sanctions, I think is what it's called, or religious factions, one of the words. I don't think sanction's the right word. I think it's factions. Words escape my brain. But so basically there are 8 animals that are their guardians that they worship, but not everyone believes in them, but there are certain qualities to each person that's a part of this faction. So there is fox, hound, monkey, bear, raven, dragon, ox, and tiger. Did I say that already? Okay, that's the 8. And so there's trials involved why the emperor tries to find someone to basically take over the kingdom, because it's not just bloodline, because the empress that was from the ravens, she basically put some laws in order that was no, we're not gonna have one family take over for the end of time. That's not how it's gonna be. It's not gonna be heir after heir after heir. Basically the emperor or empress has no say in who the new person that takes over for them is. So everybody basically everyone basically puts up a champion to basically fight in these trials, but they're not to the death. People can get hurt, people can die, and one of the contenders actually does die before the trials start. So basically the female main character is trying to solve this murder while also being the new Raven contender. And so it's been so good so far. It's in third person point of view, but there's also another point of view, and I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if it's technically first person. I don't know exactly what the classification is, but basically you get the viewpoint from the Raven, and the Raven basically talks to you, the reader, and it's like nothing I have ever read before, and I'm just literally having the best time. So Like I said, I'm about halfway done with it. I think my Kindle said I have like 6 hours or something until I'm done with it. I would love to get it done this weekend, but I also realistically don't know if that's going to happen, only because I have a wedding tomorrow, and then Sunday I have back-to-back birthday parties. So I just don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm going to try my darndest. And then this will only be the second book I finish this month, and it's literally almost like the middle of the month. Unless is it the middle of the month now? Is this technically the middle of the month? I mean, yeah, so yeah. Technically it's the middle of the month and I've only finished 2 books. Not even 2 books actually. I've only finished 1. I'm like, I had put my TBR cart next to my bed just so I have a place to put it. And as you can see, it's got caramel candies on it right now. It's messy right now. My bed's a mess. My room's a mess. Just don't pay attention to it, okay? Just don't. But it stares at me in my sleep and watches me and says, "Girl, why did you spin the wheel if you weren't even gonna look at us or pick us up?" So I'm really excited to hop into the next book after this one because I just feel like I'm reading so slow this month. So I'd really like to pick up the speed. So yeah, I will be back with another update and I cannot wait to see where this story goes. But also I'm really upset because I'm pretty sure the author has not said when she's coming out with the second one. So if she's going to take that long on the second one for just a release date about it, I'm never going to be able to finish this trilogy. But also she sounds like me because release dates, I have the hardest time picking release dates. Okay. Release dates are hard to narrow down, and when you're in the traditional publishing world, it is so stressful, and y'all didn't ask, but she's literally like me. Like, some authors like Frida McFadden just pop books out like crazy, and then other people, they just take their time and they do what they do best and they write stories, and they're like freaking George R.R. Martin and Brandon Sanderson and taken so long to come out with books, but when they come out with books, they're so good. So you either get a fast book that could potentially be good, or you get a slow book that's literally going to be a banger. Pros and cons, you know? Anyway, that's it. I'm done yapping, so I'll be back with an update. Bye! Hello. I hate starting clips like this because if you've watched several of my videos, then you know right off the bat that I'm making intros very nervous and anxiously because it's been so long since I've done an update. Okay, I had to fix the camera angle. But yes, it has been a long time since I have done a talking update, and I meant to do one so much sooner, but I spent the last 3 days dying, okay? I was so sick on Friday and Saturday that on Saturday I just rotted on my couch all day long. It was me and my Kindle against the world. And then Sunday I was not 100% better and took some naps and then went to 2 birthday parties. So Sunday was crazy. By the time I came home, I was ready to crash and get into bed and die. I still don't feel 100%. I still have some congestion, but I felt good enough to come and talk to you guys and give you guys an update, because I am going to end this video because I think I finally decided how I want to do these videos, because I don't want them to be too long, but I also don't want them to be too short. But I think I want to do Monday to Monday. That way I have a whole week's worth of footage, and then I'm going to post every Wednesday is my plan. Will it stay consistent and will it work? We will see. We will see. We will see. It depends. But I am hoping that works because it kind of depends on how fast my reading is and how much I read and like what I'm reading and what I'm doing and where life is taking me, because like this weekend I am going to Horror Hound Weekend in Cincinnati and I am meeting Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich. And I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I told several people at a birthday party I was at yesterday that I was meeting them and they said, "Who?" I'm sorry. You don't know who these men are? Wow. Anyway, I'm doing a photo op with my sister, with both of them, and I'm so excited. Like, I've never really met a celebrity this up close before. Like, I met Christopher Lloyd with my husband at Comic-Con, and like, it was great to meet him, and he was so nice, but like, he's not a celebrity that I've always been a fan of. My husband is a huge Back to the Future fan, so we went and met Christopher Lloyd for him. So it was still cool, but it wasn't like sentimentally like really wholesome and awesome and great for me. So this is the first time I will be like meeting an actual celebrity, and I might just puke and throw up everywhere. Like, I might just die. I don't know. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous and so excited. And I literally ordered a shirt so I could meet them, and it was a Billy and Stu shirt. And it's not here, and I don't know if it's gonna be here in time like it was supposed to be. So I have no tracking information on it at all. It's not even arrived yet at the postal place. So I might have to wear Savannah's shirt that she left here when she was here. So it's not like I don't have a lot of Ghostface shirts that I could wear, but the problem is I really specifically wanted a Billy and Stu shirt that I could wear to meet them both, and that is literally why I ordered one. But guess what? Guess what? The universe had other plans. The universe said, no, I'm so sorry, no. So I don't know. We will see. I'm gonna be chomping at the bit, like dying to see if it gets here all week, because I have until Saturday, and the event is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm meeting them on Saturday. So if not, I have Savannah's shirt. I'll be covered, but like, I have to get that shirt back. I want it to be with a shirt that is my shirt. I digress. Anyway, it is February 16th. No, it's not. No, it's not. It is March 16th. I'm so done. I'm so done. It's March 16th when I'm about to end this video. So this video will be posted a week from Wednesday. So what is that, the 25th? Huh? I don't know. Math? Not me. But let's get to the updates. Let's get to the real reason why I'm filming this video. Okay? And I come bearing the best news I ever could have given you guys after the luck that I've had with books, okay? I finished The Raven Scholar over the weekend. And when I say I finished it, I mean that I literally read this much of it, this much on Saturday, because I was dying to know what happened and also just literally dying. So I loved this book, okay? Y'all know I was so nervous to read this book because it's high fantasy and I didn't know what to expect, and I ate this up. I had a grand time, and I went back and forth on what I wanted to rate it and how I was feeling, and it was 1 o'clock in the morning and I was tired and delirious, but I said, you know what, 5 stars, I don't care. I'm done questioning it. 5 stars, okay? But I'm also very sad because I don't know when the next book is going to come out, because apparently it took her 4 years to write this one and it just came out last year. So it has no release date. And after the ending, I am very upset that the next book's just nothing. No release date, no nothing. So I have to die now. A lot of dying in this video, it's fine. Anyways, so it was very unique, a very unique magic system, but it was not really magic heavy, in my opinion. I feel like it was more politically back and forth. I don't know the word I'm trying to use to explain it. I feel like it was more political in the fantasy aspect of things, more so than it being magic heavy, but that was okay. There was a sprinkle of magic. And I'm really excited to see what else happens within this trilogy, because it is a trilogy, so that means I'm gonna have to wait 8 years to finish the series if it does take her 4 years. Anyway, but I'm so surprised this book's not talked about more. Maybe it's just not on my side of book talk, but I'm really glad I picked it up. I'm so glad the TBR wheel picked it. If you're someone that likes high fantasy and what is the political intrigue, is that the right word? I don't know. It was just, the POVs went back and forth, so it was a little jarring at times to like realize who was talking, but the story made up for it, okay? The twists made up for it. The like sitting on the edge of my seat, it just made up for it. So if you like high fantasy, political intrigue, definitely check it out, okay? It was chaos. It was so unique in its magic fantasy system. It was great. I would 10 out of 10 recommend. So, Raven Scholar, down. I loved it. And then I was like halfway done with the Raven Scholar, and I was like, I want to pick something else up because I was having a lot of anxiety because I had only technically finished one book of the month, and I was like, this is not okay. Like, I read 10 last month. Like, I'm going really slow this month. I need to get my crap together. So I started Cruel Beauty. I don't know why out of all the books on my TBR I decided to pick this one. But I have about an hour left on my Kindle to finish up this, and I'm really not sure how I feel about it. It's young adult. It's a reimagining of Beauty and the Beast. And I really almost DNF'd it 50 pages in, but something about it has kept me wanting to continue to read it. I have no idea what it is or why I want to continue to read it. Maybe it's just freaking curiosity and just wanting to say I finished a book because it's pretty short. But I think that if you are looking to get into young adult fantasy and you've not really like read a fantasy book before and you're kind of like, okay, I just want to like dip my toes in, I feel like this is definitely a good beginner book for people wanting to get into young adult fantasy. But I'm a little confused about the magic system and the magic world, and I feel like sometimes the author is writing very mature in the words that she's using and the way she's describing things, and then other times it feels very young adult and it kind of takes me out of the story a little bit. But I'm not a huge fan of the characters. I feel like it had a lot of potential, but it could have just used, it would have just benefited from maybe a little bit more fleshing out. I don't really know. I don't know how to explain like what my gripe is with this book. It's just not been my favorite, and unless the ending is just super fantastic, I'm probably going to rate it low and unhaul it. I got it in a blind date for a book, so I might not have actually picked it up any other time, but it sounded really good when I picked it up, and then I opened it. I had never heard of it before, so yeah. I don't know. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's giving me the vibes of like Howl's Moving Castle and Beauty and the Beast. Don't know if that's an accurate representation or description. That's the right word I wanted to use. Don't know if that's a correct description, but those are the vibes that I am currently getting. So when I start the next video, I might tell you what I rated this and my final thoughts, or you might just have to wait. You might just have to wait for my wrap up. I don't know. Kind of depends on how I'm feeling. I might not want to talk about it. I might not. We'll see. We'll see. That's all I gotta say about that. Can we just talk about my hair though for a minute? Can we talk about how luscious and beautiful she looks and how just shiny and just long, and oh my gosh. I only have a very tiny screen to see myself with, but the hair, I love her. Okay, that's all I have to say about that. Okay, so forewarning, before we hop into this TBR wheel, If it lands on Golden Sun, I may or may not read it. It depends on if Savannah's ready to read it. Same thing if it falls on Twilight, because those are two buddy reads that we absolutely definitely are reading together for sure, without a doubt. Can't read those without her. The rest of them, I'm going to be like, hey, do you want to read this with me? Because The Will of the Many and Practice Makes Perfect are also on our buddy read TBR list. And Ready Player One. And Shatter Me. So this is just a me and Savannah, are we or are we not going to buddy read it? So, let us spin the wheel, shall we? I'm very excited, very nervous. Oh my gosh, the lighting is actually good for once. Hello? Ah! Let's see what we get. What is it? I knew it was gonna do this to me. After it just gave me the Raven Scholar, after I was just complaining about how freaking many books I have not read this month. Oh my. I'm gonna have a literal fit, because what do you mean? It picked The Will of the Many, which is a chunky, floppily delicious fantasy book. A high fantasy book. Oh, you just read another 600-page book. Let me just throw you at one that's 700 pages and also high fantasy. It's gonna take you forever to read. You're in trouble. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna ask Savannah if she wants to buddy read this with me. This is gonna take me a literal hot minute. So I might read some novellas in the meantime, like in between, because this is going to take me a hot minute. I literally just rotted on the couch and binge read The Raven Scholar so I could finish it. And I know I'm going to be hooked to this one and also want to do the same thing. My brain's going to be so fried by the end of this month. Oh my goodness me. Do I want to spin again and see if I can get another shorter book to read with this? Do I want to gamble? You know what? I kind of do. I kind of do. Okay. If it does not pick a shorter book, I'm not reading whatever it picks. Okay? It will go in timeout and I will never speak to it again. Oh, okay. Take two. What do we got? I'm just so irritated now. No one talk to me. I say nothing. What the? What is happening? What is happening? No. No, stop. Stop. Please help. No. If it lands on Gold Sun one more time, I'm gonna have to read it with Savannah. Perfect. That's what I wanted. That is what I wanted. Okay. I wanted something I could literally read in a day that would help me not to go into a reading slump. And that is the first book in the Witch Hat Atelier service. Whatever. What is it? The first volume in the Witch Hat Atelier manga. Good God. It's been so long since I've read a manga. So I'm very, very excited. I'm really nervous because I've not read one of these in so long. But like, oh, stop. This is gonna be so good. This is gonna be so good. And I also have the second volume. So if I love it enough that I want to continue the story, I have the second volume. So I'm really nervous. It says, a touch of magic. Meet young Coco, curious and bright and desperate to learn how magic's wrought. But witches keep their secrets hidden tight, and witches Coco knows are born, not taught. Then one day Coco spies upon a witch as he prepares the charms for which she yearns, and sees that like her skill with thread and stitch, the truth is magic's something she can learn. Now with this knowledge, Coco starts to try to teach herself the witch's way with charms, and yet her aspirations go awry, as Coco's magic causes grievous harm. To set things right, young Coco leaves her home, and so begins the tale within this tome. I'm very excited. I'm so excited. Wish me luck. Wish me absolute luck. So, the next reading vlog is gonna start with these two. Y'all, I'm so excited. I'm so nervous for this one. I'm so excited for this one. I'm also excited for this one, but send help please to my brain. If you liked this video, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to get notified when I post, which I'm gonna try to do every Wednesday. If you've read any of these books, or if you've read these two books, make sure you comment down below so you can tell me your thoughts and if I'm going to survive the Will of the Many. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!